Lady Spartans got the win to fire up this South High gym. The crowd is pumped and ready for the boys' turn to take court. Let's see if South will get the sweep or if North will fight out the split.
The boys' showdown was a performance for the crowds, the defending league champs versus the underdogs. South started strong and took the early lead up until the middle of the second quarter, where all I can say is fouls. And it started with this one on Andrew Mia. He tied up the score by making both his free throws. Then Ken Flippin draws the foul in the final seconds. But guess what? That was from out in the three-point zone. He'll head to the line and add 3 more points to the Saxon score before heading into the locker room. But South came back ready to fight. Big man Jabron Swanee showed his talents with this three-pointer, followed by a three-point play of his own while getting fouled under the basket. South came within 2, but the Saxons were never frightened. In the fourth quarter, Terran Hart found his sweet spot in the corner, and the Saxons executed on South's many turnovers. While the Spartans gave a great showing, the Saxons ultimately proved top dog, winning with a final score of 79-65.
Well, I've got to give North credit. Their pressure defense, they continually applied it, possession by possession. Sometimes we caught the ball too low to the baseline, which gives advantage defense. We worked on that all week, knowing they were going to do that.
We knew they were ready for it, so we just energy. We knew they'd have a lot of energy, and we knew we had to match it or be like more energetic. So I think our energy and our bench played good, and I think it was just the energy overall.
These two teams will meet again soon for round 2 of Pioneer League play. For the Sports Desk, I'm Ashley Morgado.
Thanks, Ashley, so much for that. And of course, they would win 79-65. And leading North in scoring would be Terran Hart. And of course, South had some good stats as well. After the break, we've got some more stuff coming up for you. It is early in the Delray League season, and Bishop Montgomery hosts Sarah. It's a good offense versus the stout D. Stay tuned for more.
Behind the wheel, there is no such thing as a small distraction. A public service reminder from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons. Speak out against distracted driving at decidetodrive.org.
On to more prep boys basketball. These two league rivals have already faced up this season. The Knights gave Sarah their only loss, winning 54-44, and B-Money is hoping to win 2 in a row against Sarah since a 3-game win streak all the way back in 2007. I'm going to pass this one on to Patrick Alog.
The crowd is getting ready for the second meeting between these two teams, as they could potentially play 3 more times, once in the Delray League and twice more in CIF and state playoffs. Sarah has won 12 out of the last 16 games. Let's see if the Knights can win their second in a row against Sarah.
Early first quarter, junior Lamont Murray Jr. for Bishop Montgomery got off to a good start with 4 early points. However, both the Sarah Cavaliers and Bishop Montgomery Knights went cold from the field during the first quarter. Late first quarter, Lamont Murray Jr. with the miss, but Isaiah Turner with the putback makes it 8-6 Sarah. And the first quarter ended with Sarah taking a 9-7 lead. Mid-second quarter, Sarah up 11-7. Larry Taylor III with the steal, and as he goes down the floor, he finds Lamont Murray Jr., who gets fouled, and then he made 2 free throws. Late first half, it's tied at 15. Isaiah Turner with the miss, but the tip coming from Brett Miller gives the Knights a 2-point lead. However, Cameron Haley ties it up at 17. Late first half, Sarah on the fast break, but coming from behind, Brett Miller with the block. However, Kajon Mack with a block of his own. 1 second left in the half, but Brett Miller at the buzzer got it, making it a 21-20 halftime lead for Sarah. Mid-third quarter, Kajon Mack gives Sarah a 29-22 lead. But the Knights throwing back Stefan Jovanovic with the block, leading to a Justin Bibbins 3, making it 29-27 Sarah. Late third quarter, the Knight defense falls asleep, and Emmanuel Demanja gives Sarah a 37-31 lead. Last seconds, third quarter, Niko Filipovic with the lay-in, and at the end of the third, it was 40-37 Sarah. Early fourth, Larry Taylor III with the steal and the lay-in, making it 40-39 Sarah. And defense is again in order for the Knights, as Jovanovic with a good defensive play. The ball goes over to Justin Bibbins with the ankle breaker. Leon Jacobs makes it a 1-point lead Sarah. But then Ella Salahuddin with the 3 for Sarah gives the Cavaliers a 5-point lead with 3:45 left. And then Jumania with 2 big blocks for Sarah as Salahuddin finds Dari Ugbede for the jam, making it a 7-point Sarah lead, 3 minutes left. Now a minute left. Larry Taylor III makes it 50-47 Sarah. Bimani got a defensive stop as Niko Filipovic, with about 17 seconds up to the tie, falls short and they have to foul Sarah. However, Sarah misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Bimani, another opportunity to tie this ball game up. Bibbins for 3, falls short though, and Dakari Taylor clinches it for Sarah, 51-47 final.
We're disappointed. Hard to lose that one, you know. I don't think we played well.
It was my fault. I put the blame on me. I wasn't there to help my teammates. I got in foul trouble early, so I couldn't be there to help them, man. If I was, we probably would have won the game. Get pressure off Larry, let him do his thing, but it's my fault that we lost.
Coach Mitchell talked about what they need to improve upon.
We're going to have to finish plays and make shots. You know, somebody's got to step up and make some shots. We made very few jumpers, and you know, we 3 points a weapon for us. We didn't make pull-ups. We didn't finish at the rim.
This was the 3rd home game for the Knights and the 2nd one to come right down to the wire, and unfortunately, they came up short once again. Up next for the Knights is a short week as they play at Cathedral. Reporting for the Sports Desk, I'm Patrick Alog.
Hey, Patrick. Nice job. It was a close one with the 51-47 final. The Knights' scoring was led by Lamont Murray Jr. And 7's a lucky number with Brett Miller and Larry Taylor starting that off. And the Knights start this week at 1-1. It's nice to see that one loss in Sarah's overall record. Bishop Montgomery will get another chance to square off with him during the first week of February. Let's go ahead and talk about soccer. It's all about the Pioneer League first. We're going to take a look at the latest scores. North and South had a draw, and Anthony Diaz had 1 goal for North, and Connor Archambault had 1 for South. Torrance goalie Alex Pacheco made 7 saves with Lawndale, against Lawndale, and Torrance Tartars, they are 4-8-2 overall, and 1-1 in league play. The West Boys losing to PV sets their Bay League record at 1-1 coming into this week, and the Knights' loss to Cathedral has them at 1-1 in the Delray League play as well. Take a look at the ladies. Lady Spartan Haley Seward had a hat trick in league play against Torrance. They start this week with 1 win and 1 loss. Keeper Lauren Sullivan had 21 saves on the game with a 6-11 Saxons, and Haley Noble scored Torrance's only goal over Lawndale. The Lady Tartars begin this week with 2 wins and no losses in league. And Shadira Akubrelu scored the game-winning goal for the Lady Tartars to beat PV 2-1. All right, so it looks as though the soccer landscape and some of the dynasty and great teams are already being established again this season. After this short break, we'll show you a place in Torrance that will help keep your New Year's resolutions.
Do you like this top? It's so gay.
Really?
Yeah, it's totally gay.
You know, you really shouldn't say that.
Say what?
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad. It's insulting. What if every time something was bad, everybody said, "Oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top"?
Oh, you are.
Those are cute jeans, though. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Savings Man here with a story for you about 2 young spenders named Tommy and Sue. Their parents let them buy whatever they chose, like video games and designer clothes. As they grew older, they spent all their pay on fancy cars, houses, 2 lattes a day. They lived in the moment, never saving a dime. When they tried to retire, they'd run out of time. Working forever is Tom and Sue's fate, so choose to save now before it's too late. Visit our website to find out more, cause a happy ending's worth saving for.
Welcome back. In this new year, a lot of you are trying to get back into working out, or you simply want to ramp up your training. From youth to adults, Torrance has a new facility that's one of its only kind within miles. The gym is now at Hawthorne and Del Amo. Are you ready for it? There's a new place to exercise in town, but it's not like what you're used to. Sure, they have the regular gym equipment, but the UFC gym in Torrance is where traditional fitness meets mixed martial arts. It doesn't mean you're going to be training to compete in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, but there's more to it than that. Group fitness manager Brenda Viernes explains how one type of class can help you get in shape.
Like if you come into the kickboxing class or a kickbox fit class, you'll learn the proper form of how to kickbox, but we're also going to train you as if you were going to compete, even if you're not interested in competing, but you'll be fit like a fighter.
The UFC gym says they're really for everyone. They have children's martial arts classes, specific training for high school athletes, the average Joe, and the extreme athlete.
We think UFC gym is absolutely redefining the fitness space as we know it. Bringing what's great about fitness clubs, bringing what's great about mixed martial art training together into one building. We're seeing people get results like never before from a different type of innovative training that we're doing.
There are 2 different types of membership, offering competitive pricing to area gyms. Regardless of the tracks in the road you want to achieve in your fitness level this year, from personal training, fitness classes, mixed martial arts, and a whole lot more, UFC Gym Torrance is definitely going to create the atmosphere for you to compete better with yourself. You can get more info on the UFC Gym at ufcgymtorrance.com, and they are located near the Delamo and Hawthorne intersection. You can call 877-2UFC Gym for more about classes. They have personal trainers, martial arts classes, along with classes for kids. They also have a store, a cafe, and they are open 24 hours a day, that is. So go ahead, make sure you keep your New Year's resolutions, and here's how you can keep us informed. Take a look at the number on your screen, and then you can let us know of any athlete that we should profile, any particular team that's having a preseason game, maybe some softball stuff. You can call us at 310-618-5762. Email us at thesportsdesk@torranceca.gov. You can always view all of our shows online from torranceca.gov, and of course all the shows from 2010 and 2011 are on YouTube. That's all we have for you today. If you see the Sports Desk out and about, be sure and come by and give us a holler. So until next time, Torrance, play hard.